Hi, my name is Elli. I'm a long-distance hiker and backpacker. Enjoying a cup of coffee with a view is my absolute happy place. And this is Otto, an adopted stray dog, crisps lover, and the best hiking companion. Come join us as we explore the great outdoors, one trail at a time.
Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. My name is Elli, I'm a long distance hiker and backpacker, and today I'm out on a little overnight backpacking trip. As you can see, it's a beautiful day and Otto and I made our way to the south of England, the southwest. We're in Dartmoor at the moment. I have an event in a couple of days, and to basically use the time that I have the best I can, I decided to do a little overnight backpacking wild camping trip. We just set off from Ivy Bridge down there. It's almost noon already and I want to do a little 1.5 day loop, maybe 20-25 miles. I'm not sure yet. I haven't planned everything yet. I think I'm just going to do 10 miles today and then another 10-15 tomorrow to get back to Ivy Bridge. And this is very special for me because even though I've hiked in the southwest before with Otto, we did the coast path from Minehead to Poole 3 years ago. But I've never hiked on Dartmoor, so I'm really excited. As you probably know, it's the only area in England where it's actually legal to wild camp in certain areas. So yeah, this is going to be a really nice change to be able to set up the tent a bit earlier, enjoy a beautiful sunset later, hopefully. I'm in the southern part of Dartmoor National Park right now, and from what I read, the north is really beautiful too, with some very iconic tors and hills. But there are also a couple of military shooting ranges in that area, and I don't know if the sound travels very far. I don't know that, but I checked the firing times and the firing ranges are active this week during the day. So I didn't want to take any risk, because if you've seen our last video on the Cleveland Way, Otto has been really terrified of shooting noises. So I really want to make sure to avoid any risks that I can avoid. I'm on the Two Moors Way at the moment towards Dartmead. That's about 15 miles, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to start walking now and see how far we get, and where we find a beautiful spot to wild camp. It's a bit breezy, so I don't know if I'm actually going to pitch the tent on top of Riders Hill, which was my original plan. We'll see how things go, if I can find something a bit more sheltered. But yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm really excited. I have my Durston X Dome with me again. It's the second time I'm using that after my wild camp trip in the Peak District 2 weeks ago. So yeah, really excited to put it to the test with a bit more wind today. Oh, it's so nice seeing him happy like that. Oh. I didn't really know what to expect from the trails and footpaths on Dartmoor, but so far it's been a really good trail. I thought it might be very boggy, and it probably will be very boggy. I don't know, some hills look a bit featureless, and yeah, I don't know, I thought I might end up in a bog right away. But so far it's been kind of dry, and it didn't rain for the last 2.5 days, so I think it's drying up a little bit maybe, but yeah, we'll see. look at that. This looks kind of innocent, but at the same time I think this might be very, very deep. Ooh, look at that. You can really see the sea over there, the coast. It's really not far at all. This is beautiful. Look at this view. This big open sky. There are wild horses on the moors. Oh, there's so many. Cute. We're just a couple of miles in, 4 to 5 miles only. But look at how beautiful this already looks. And so remote. We didn't see anyone yet. It's so peaceful and remote. It's beautiful. It's really, really cold with the wind chill. I think it's like -4, -3, even though the sun is out, but this is really, really chilly today. Ooh, wow, this is so gorgeous. Wow. Wow, such a perfect day. Just miles and miles and miles of bog and nothing else. Ooh, we have now left the bridleway and this is definitely a lot boggier now. It's not too bad yet, but you can really see how the ground is really, really wet. There's a bridge down there to cross this small stream, or a couple of stepping stones. It's definitely getting a lot boggier now. Ooh. Otto is in such a good mood today. This is so nice. This would be a really nice spot for a wild camp, or even on the other side. It's not boggy and it's really sheltered from the wind. So I'm definitely going to remember this place. If it's too windy up the hill, I think I might come back. I only have about 2 miles left to a spot that I saw on the map. So I think I'm going to get some water here. There's so many wild horses up there. Oh, so many of them. Cute. Ooh, look at that. Now it's really, really, really boggy. Ah. Ah. Ooh. This is really, really wet now and slow going. It's such a beautiful day and I really can't wait to find a spot to put up the tent. It's so nice not having to worry about being moved on or setting up too early. It's so nice to be able to just set up the tent even if it's not sunset yet. I'm really looking forward to having a coffee and a cookie and I really hope this works out because I think it's going to be quite breezy tonight. So I really hope that I can find something that's a bit wind sheltered up there. I think otherwise I have to drop down a bit towards these wooded areas. This doesn't look too good, to be honest. Maybe up there. That could be something. It's quite small. It's quite small. This is such a beautiful view. Wow. I'm thinking about pitching the tent here. That might work as well. Maybe. It's a bit sheltered, but yeah, I'm not really sure. I think this would probably be my best bet up there. It's a bit small, but I think it should work. This is, I think, the best option if I want to stay here, this little spot, because the wind is coming from northeast, so I'm literally behind. But I'm not sure. I have to think about it for a couple of minutes and think about my other options. It's a bit of a shame, but I think I don't want to pitch the tent here because it's quite breezy already, and there's no real space where I think I can fit the tent. And so I think I'm going to drop down a bit to a wooded area. I'm not going to pitch under the trees, obviously, but maybe just dropping down a bit to be in some sort of dip will make it a bit wind sheltered. I really hope that I can find something. It's a bit of a shame. I already saw myself having a beautiful sunset overlooking the sea in the distance, but I think it's just not sensible, and I know that I won't get any good night's sleep tonight, so I think it's best to drop down a little bit. Okay, now I think I'm getting somewhere. As you can see, the wooded area starts over there, and even before that there are a lot of these smaller bushes that I think are perfect to be out of the wind. As you can see, the sun's already away here, but would have been the same on the top in maybe 20 minutes. Bit sad that I don't get to see a beautiful sunset, but it's definitely for the better, I think. I also brought guy lines this time to make it more stable. Ooh, this is it, and look at this view. Isn't this just stunning? Wow, it's so beautiful. We've made it just in time for sunset. I'm a bit sad, a bit annoyed that I didn't get to pitch on top of the hill, but I know that it's for the best. It's been quite hard in places walking today, so I want to give Otto a really good rest. So I think this is the best solution. I've changed in my dry and warm clothes. I've changed my socks and I'm wearing my insulation pants, and I even brought a luxury item for this hike, 2 hand warmers that I'm actually using on my feet now. This is going to be so comfy. And now I'm going to have my coffee. I can't wait. This is the nicest part of the day, especially when wild camping, just being out in the middle of nowhere, having a coffee, enjoying the view. Also, this is a really big change from last week when you hiked in Yorkshire, obviously, because it's further north. The sun was setting at 4:30, I think, last week. And now that we're in the south of England, it's almost 5:30. And it's only starting to get dark now.
This is so nice, just having a coffee, and I even have a cookie, just having this long night, and yeah, a lot of time. There's no reception here, which is perfect, just to have some time without my phone. I even brought a book because it's just so nice, just lying in the tent in the sleeping bag and yeah, just reading all evening. This is so nice, and I brought the perfect book, I think, for a white camp on Dartmoor, The Hound of the Baskervilles. I'm really looking forward to that. I love Sherlock Holmes and I can't believe that I've never read it, but yeah, today's the day. Time to make dinner. I have one of my well meals because it's just so easy. You only need a bit of boiling water. It's 7:30 now, and before we go to bed, Otto's favorite nighttime routine. It's 9 o'clock and I just made a tea and then we'll go to bed. So far the wind hasn't been too bad. There have been quite a few strong gusts, but for most of the time it's been okay. I'm hoping that the tent will hold up to the wind that's supposed to get stronger during the night. So I really hope that it will be okay, but so far it looks okay. The tent is well guyed out and packed down, so yeah, it should be okay. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. We didn't have the best night ever because it was so windy and noisy, but I guess it was a good test for the tent. It was shaking a little bit and obviously you can hear the fabric, which is quite loud in the wind, but overall it seemed very stable. Like I went out in the middle of the night and just checking the poles and everything, they seemed very sturdy and didn't actually move around. I think it's just the impression in the tent. And yeah, obviously with the fabric, the noise of that. The wind, according to the forecast, should be around 55 kilometers per hour, like the gusts. And I'm a bit higher up, so probably a bit more, but then I'm also a bit behind the hedge, so probably that's quite accurate. 55 kilometers per hour, something like that. And yeah, it did perform really well. I'm very happy. It's good to know that there's a video from Claire that I just watched 2 days ago, where the poles actually broke during the setup in like very high winds. The winds right now are obviously not that strong, but still it's good to know how the tent performs. Good to getting to know the tent. And yeah, the only thing I can really feel, I mean I kind of knew that, but you can really feel the difference, is the mesh inner tent compared to my X-Mid, which has the solid version. You can definitely feel that there's a lot more draft in here. So yeah, that's definitely something that I would want to upgrade to get the solid inner tent to block a bit of the wind, to block the cold air. That would be definitely useful. It's been a very cold night, around 0 degrees I think, and with the wind chill more like -5, -6 probably. But yeah, we've made it through the night. I'm going to make a tea and then decide whether I will carry on. I think it will be quite cold, obviously, up on the tops with Otto, so I'm thinking of maybe doing another loop and going back to Ivy Bridge instead of staying up on the moors for longer. But yeah, we'll see. For now, I'm just going to make a tea and warm up. It's so freaking cold. It really feels like -6, -7 with the wind chill. It's crazy how cold it is. Ooh. But look at that. The scenery is just stunning, isn't it? It's so gorgeous. I'm going over Riders Hill now and then down to Dartmoor, and from there I'm going to walk back towards Ivy Bridge. I think it's like 30 kilometers, so I think we'll just walk a little bit, like 20-22 kilometers, and then I'm going to take the bus back to Ivy Bridge. That's the plan. I think that's the best option, to have a little bit of both, a bit more nature to explore, but also to not have a crazy long day when it's this cold. And yeah, let's go. Otto is in such a good mood. Look at that. He's so happy, even though it's cold and windy, but he doesn't mind at all. It's really just the shooting noises for him that really scare him. For the rest, he's just always go and always excited. And oh, this is so nice. Ooh, look at that. This is so foggy. Ah! This is basically how I pictured Dartmoor, like a smaller footpath. Wow, this is so wet now. Shit. And some parts are even frozen. Apparently it's been below freezing last night. Oh, I really hope I can make it up there to Riders Hill. And from there I really hope that the path is going to be a bit better. Ooh, I really hope I don't get stuck. Ah, I don't know if I can actually make it across. Maybe this path up there is a bit better. Oh. Oh, no, it's not. I really hope that it will get a bit better up there, where you can see the green grass. Look at this view. This is so stunning. Wow, but also very exposed. I'm quite happy that I didn't pitch here. This would have been a very noisy night, probably. This has been quite challenging, going up and over Riders Hill. It's been so boggy, but we're on our way down towards Dartmoor now, so I hope the path will get a bit better. So happy that we have this harder bit behind us now. Look at this view. Wow, this is so wide and open and remote. This looks so beautiful.
Also a bit unforgiving because it's very exposed and obviously very wet and boggy at this time of year, but still there's just something very special to it. It's really beautiful. This is our first Dartmoor tour. This is Tombstone tour. Wow, this looks so interesting. These rock formations, wow. And this looks so cool. We are back in civilization after almost 24 hours on the wars. That's Dartmead down there, and I hope, I didn't check yet, but I hope there might be a little coffee shop or something like that, or a tea room. This looks really, really cute. Ooh, I didn't realize that there wasn't an actual bridge here. Oh shit, this is going to be very, very difficult, I think. I don't think I can cross here because these stones are quite wide apart and the water is really deep and I don't have my walking poles with me. This is not ideal. I'll have a look if there's another better spot to cross the River Dart, but if not, I think I actually have to go back up and walk along the road for a bit. I don't know what to do. Shit! I should have checked the map a bit better. I just thought that there might be a bridge. I honestly think I can't safely cross. I mean, this would be easy, but I think it's impossible to do it over there, especially since I don't have my poles with me. Everything seems to go wrong. I don't know what to do. I think I really have to go up to Tombstone Tor and then walk along this small road for a bit, unless I want to do the exact same way that we did yesterday and this morning, which I don't really want to do because it's been so wet. I'm so annoyed. Damn it. This has been such a fail. I'm so stupid. I don't know why I didn't check because it's even a bridle way, but yeah, maybe the river is a bit more in spate than usual. I don't know, but I know that I couldn't have done it, especially a couple of stepping stones are quite wide apart, so I probably would have had to carry Otto, and without my poles and with the slippery wet stones, I think it was just a bit too risky, I think, for me to fall over. But I thought that it would be wet, but I didn't expect it to be this wet, and you can really see that the paths are not really well traveled. It's quite hard to see them, to navigate. So yeah, this has been a bit harder than expected for sure. My original plan was to walk over these hills and then back down towards Ashburton or Ivy Bridge and then take the bus, but yeah, now I'm walking basically in the same direction, just not over a couple of tours but along a small road, so yeah, not too bad. We made it to a little village home, and apparently there's a little tea room or coffee shop, so I'm definitely going there for a lunch, some cake and a tea or coffee. This is going to be so nice. The tea room was closed, unfortunately, but the pub was open, so I had a tea there and some chips. And now we're on our way again. It's really cold with the wind, but at least it didn't start to rain so far, so I'm now walking into Buckfastleigh, and from there I'm going to take the bus back to Ivy Bridge. I thought about doing the entire loop and walking back all the way to Ivy Bridge, but yeah, just didn't really work out because it was another 12 miles on top of 10 miles that we already did, and yeah, I didn't want to get stuck in the middle of nowhere, and yeah, this morning was quite slow going, so I think this is the best. It's been a bit chaotic, a bit more chaotic than usual, with us not being able to cross the river, and then not getting the pitch last night that I wanted, and yeah, just now changing the trail, not being able to walk all the way back to Ivy Bridge. But still, it was nice to get out, to sleep outside, have a beautiful wild camping spot, enjoy the sunny weather yesterday, to explore Dartmoor at least a little bit. So yeah, it's been a really nice trip, even though not everything did go as planned, but yeah, that's how it is sometimes. But Dartmoor is such a beautiful area. It feels so remote. I didn't see anyone, which felt quite unusual, because typically when you're in a like beautiful nature area in the UK, there's always people walking, people that you meet, but it was so remote and just these vast moorland areas. Yeah, I really liked it. I definitely have to go back because yeah, we only saw a tiny little bit of the southern part of the national park. So definitely let me know your recommendations if I want to see a bit more, whether that's the Dartmoor Way or the Two Moors Way that crosses the Dartmoor National Park. But yeah, definitely adding this to the list of places that I want to come back to and explore a bit more. We've made it back to Ivy Bridge and to the van. And before ending this video, I want to share my thoughts on the Durston X Dome so far. It's been my second night in it, and I'm quite happy that I got a bit of bad weather this time. I mean, it was only, I think, 55 km/h gusts, but still it was nice to see yeah, how it performed in the wind. And I'm actually quite happy with it. I mean, obviously 55 km/h is not that much. It's not crazy windy, but still it did perform well, and I'm really happy with it. Obviously there's always a compromise between weight and sturdiness, and obviously a really lightweight tent will not be as sturdy as a yeah, bigger, heavier tent. But for me personally, as a long distance hiker, when I'm out hiking hundreds of kilometers in one go, I can't and don't want to carry a tent that's 2.5 kilograms. So there's always going to be a compromise, but I think this tent could really work well. I mean, obviously I will test it a bit more and see where the limits are. Obviously I still need some time to really see how it performs, or what it can handle and what it maybe can't handle, and how I can manage this, or yeah, these things. Everyone is different, but personally for me, I don't need a tent that can handle crazy winds, because personally I don't set off on a summit camp if I know that there are gale force winds forecast. I've been doing this a couple of years already, and in my opinion, honestly, most of the time there's no real need to like pitch on the highest, most exposed points. In most cases, at least it was like that for me, it's most of the time it's possible to find something a bit lower down, a bit more sheltered. So yeah, for me personally, I don't need a tent that can stand up to crazy winds, because in reality I never needed tent that could handle that. But I just, in my opinion, there's always like options to manage really bad weather, staying lower down, doing a lower alternative, something like that. So yeah, I don't really need a really strong tent, but I need something that can handle like most conditions and not the most extreme ones. And I think the Durston X-Dome could be that tent, but obviously I will test it a bit more. Maybe there will be some issues down the road, I don't know yet, but so far I'm quite happy with it, and yeah, I'm really excited to test it a bit more this year on a couple of longer hikes. This is it for this video. Thank you so much for coming along. It was a bit more chaotic as usual. I don't know, it just felt like a couple of things didn't go as planned, but yeah, it is what it is. But still, it was really nice to explore Dartmoor a little bit. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for following along. Happy hiking, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye!